Mr. Chairman, Mr. Peniel talked about quantitative issues on the budget, and my presentation will be on qualitative issues of this budget. And principally, the approach that this board has taken to essentially those who elect you. You have been secretive, you have been exclusionary, and you have been undemocratic. Even after all these people have shown up, there are approximately twice as many people as there were last month, and last month there were twice as many people than there were the month before. People are very interested in this, but you all have become so restrictive, such as doing the issue of not allowing us to ask you all questions. I think that is abhorrent to democracy. You all feel like this is some sort of a secret club that you have here, and that you have some sort of special rights, and that we have no input. And I find it offensive. Comparatively, Randolph County puts out this issue, has open virtually everything that they do. And you all are so secretive that we can't even get a detailed budget. I had to go to the Attorney General and to threaten you all with a $10,000 fine in order to get some kind of results from you. My point is not to find, I don't want to raise the budget at all. I'm trying to get some information from you. I'm trying to get some sense that we have an input to what goes on in this board. You all are elected. This is not a private club. Even the agenda. We have to fill out an entire 8x11 sheet explaining why we want to come and talk before you. Compared to the county commission, part of the agenda is public comments. Number 8 item on the agenda. We can come in and we can speak anytime we want to. If we want to get a formal presentation, we make the request and we get on the agenda like you have. But we have the opportunity to speak before the board. This board will not allow us to do that. Even the point of the executive session. You all are breaking the law by doing that. In order to go into executive session, the law requires that you have a motion, seconded, approved by the majority of the board, and then you can go into executive session, and you have to have minutes of the executive session, and then you have to have an affidavit signed by all the members present and apparently the superintendent as well, in order, and those must be kept. Do you have records of that? Do you have those affidavits? Because you won't answer me, I don't know. Because of your attitude and the attitude of this board, I'm not allowed to find out these public knowledge questions. And you're breaking the law. And so help me, if I find that you're not keeping these, which I don't think you are, we're going to have the Attorney General involved. And that is something that they will do something about. I don't have to go to the district attorney, file charges or request at the investigation. All I have to do is call up the Attorney General. And I have spoken to Stephen Ritter many times. I hope that you're keeping affidavits, and I hope that you have this every single time you had an executive session, you have affidavits, because if you don't, it's breaking the law. And this law will be investigated. The last issue that I had, I wanted to come before you and ask the question, do in fact 4 of these board members work for the school system in Randolph County? Do in fact 3 of the school board members work for Randolph Clay High School? Do in fact those 3 members who vote on the $284,000 that's going to Randolph Clay High School, that is proportionally paying their salaries if they actually work there, That's a conflict of interest, if not corruption. And I don't have the opportunity to ask you these questions because of the wall that you have placed between any individual in this room and yourself. And I find that extremely offensive. I grew up in South America where I lived underneath a dictatorship. And you all are acting like you're some kind of dictators. And if you want to go to war about this, then the whole county will be going to war against you. I personally hope that we don't have to do that, because I think the most important issue in this county is the school quality. And the reason we have to have good school quality is because if we don't, nobody's going to move into this county, nobody's going to bring a business in, and nobody is going to want to live here who have children. So I really care about it. If I could have run for school board and county commission, I'd have done it. But I couldn't. So these questions, I'm coming before you, giving you an opportunity to ask me questions if I'm right about the articles that I've been writing. I think I am, because I'm going to official sources. But this wall is still right here. That wall between you and I, and between me and every one of these members on this board, is right here. And I am going to scale it. Like Mr. Reagan said, tear down this wall. Mr. Williams.
Thank you. We need a motion to approve the minutes on last July 21st meeting.
Second.
All in favor? We just received our final report, so we're going to, we need a motion to table it until the next meeting.
Second.
All in favor? Unfinished business.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, you received these